And one of the main targets of the Israeli aggression during the past year has been the Palestinian health system, as the Zionist regime has repeatedly attacked hospitals and medical facilities throughout the Gaza Strip. From Palestine, our correspondent Huda Hegazi with more on the matter.
During this year of the Israeli genocidal war, Israel has been attacking different vital sectors here in the Gaza Strip. But the health system has been among the main sectors that have been damaged. During the year, Israel has attacked 34 hospitals out of the total of 37 that were here in the Gaza Strip, leaving only 4 hospitals active. I'm at this moment at the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital, one of the 4 that remain active in the Gaza Strip and the only one that is in the central governorate of Gaza, and it is providing medical health care to more than 1.5 million Gazans. In addition, more than 80 medical centers have been attacked and taken out of service, and more than 900 medical personnel, including doctors, nurses, and ambulance drivers, have been killed during this Israeli war. Furthermore, more than 3,000 medical personnel have been arrested by the Israeli army, either inside the hospitals of the Gaza Strip or in the different areas of this coastal enclave. Also, 130 ambulances have been directly attacked when they were carrying out their service of transferring the wounded, of transferring victims to hospitals, evidencing how the health system has been directly targeted. Due to these attacks and the restrictions imposed by Israel, the entry of medicines, medical supplies, as well as fuel has been affected, preventing hospitals and medical centers from being able to work. As a result, the patients have been impacted the most. During this genocidal war, patients, especially those with chronic diseases such as diabetes or cancer, have been prohibited from receiving treatment or even being able to leave the Gaza Strip to receive the necessary treatment abroad, especially since the closure of the borders. We will now speak with Mr. Ismail Al-Thawabta, the government's media director here in the Gaza Strip, to tell us about the attacks carried out by the Israeli army on hospitals in Gaza.
The Israeli occupation army attacked 15 vital sectors in the Gaza Strip. One of the most prominent and affected sectors from these attacks is the health sector. The Israeli plan confirms that the health sector must be destroyed in the Gaza Strip. They worked to destroy it via 3 paths. The first path, the Israeli occupation army destroyed, burned, and put out of service 34 hospitals, leaving only 1 government hospital that provides humanitarian services to more than 1 million people in the center of Gaza. The second path, the Israeli army killed 986 doctors and nurses to completely eliminate the health sector. The third way is that the Israeli occupation has prevented the entry of treatments, medicines and medical supplies to the Gaza Strip. Now the doctors in the remaining operating rooms perform surgical operations without anesthesia and sterilization equipment, and this is a real danger for the doctor and also for the patient. We are therefore facing a catastrophic humanitarian crisis. That is why we must intervene to put an end to this crisis before it is too late.
As we have been assured by the government media spokesman here in the Gaza Strip, the main victims have been the sick, the patients who have not been able to have the necessary medical assistance or receive the necessary treatment or medicines. The continuous attacks that the Israeli army has been carrying out to different hospitals, but mainly to the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital, have been condemned. Inside this medical center, more than 6 direct attacks have already been reported, either in the tents of the refugees or even in the tents of the journalists. And therefore, the message today, especially on this anniversary, is to the international community, to the World Health Organization, that enough is enough. We must put an end to these attacks that the Israeli army is carrying out, especially on the centers and hospitals. since these areas are supposed to be safe, should be humanitarian, and should not be attacked, and therefore the message is that we must put an end to these attacks here in the Gaza Strip.